sure I'm looking at the right thing.
Sure. All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it may be. I'm megaretroman. I am a Ninja Warrior speedrunner, but today I'm going to be playing the 1990 Nintendo World Championships for you guys. With me is a guest commentator. He was a part of the actual 1990 Nintendo World Championships event. He's a good friend of mine, a Tetris mentor. With me, I have Robin Mahara.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Dude, like I said, I owe you so big for this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take a few runs and we're both going to share the strategies that I'm using, and Robin could share some stories about the 1990 event and like what he had to go through to qualify, and maybe talk about the event itself. And hopefully I'm crossing my fingers on this. I just came up with a build to end the game with a world record score. I'm hoping to do that today. So I'm crossing my fingers on this. The current world record is 5.15 million, and I have a build to hit 5.21 million. So cross your fingers that that I'll be able to do this. It's really, really easy to mess up on Mario, on Rad Racer, especially on Tetris. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. Before we go, the premise of this game is you have to go through 3 games, each game with a specific task. The first game is Super Mario Brothers, and the task for that is collect 50 coins as fast as possible. The next game is Rad Racer, and you complete the course as fast as possible. And then the final game is Tetris, and you just keep playing until your time runs out. Standard competition time was 6 minutes and 21 seconds. And there, along the way and during the competition, players have developed strategies and realized certain things that could help them obtain higher scores in the actual event. So, for instance, the score that I end with on Super Mario Brothers is going to always be 10,400. And what that does is that sets my starting block pattern for Tetris. So anytime I end Super Mario Brothers with a 10-4, I will always have the same piece sets. And that also goes for 10,300, 10,500, and so on and so forth. Rad Racer, as long as I stay on the first stage of Super Mario Brothers, I will always have the same AI reactions. So all the cars will be in the same spots, and they'll do the same things. And with Tetris, the first 30 pieces are affected on whatever score that I end Super Mario Brothers with. After 30 pieces, doesn't matter what the score is, all the pieces are the same. So yeah, as Jamich in chat says, there really is no RNG in this run. It's mainly memorization. So, I'm ready to go ahead and start a run. Robin, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
So when he gets into Super Mario Brothers here, it's interesting to note that for the first half of the tour, you know, the NWC championships back in 1990, the first half of it, everybody was rushing through this first pipe and then racing to the second pipe in World 1 2, where you finish the 50 points. It was only probably 2/3 of the way through the tour where somebody, and it's still isn't verified who figured it out, but somebody figured out that he died twice in the first level that shaved off, I think, about 7 seconds of the fastest other ways to do it. Yeah, Paul's got Mega, who's got his technique down. It's interesting that I was actually the fastest in the world at 50 points back when this happened, and I would always end with 10,300, so I would get a different piece set.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but I actually goofed on the first 10 coin block. I mistimed a jump and only got 10 instead of 11 coins.
The one person saying Robin's audio up or game audio down.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right now there's nothing we can do about Robin's audio, but I can definitely turn the game audio down in a bit. Right now I'm in a race.
So Robin Racer is pretty simple except for one turn. It comes about
the turn of death, yes.
comes about 3/4 of the way through it. The only real strategy that this was far easier than the Mario strategy was that at the very end, it would bring your speed down slightly faster than if you hit the finish line and take a little skid out. That's kind of cool. And then the funny thing is you watch people
Here we are.
first time.
Here we are at turn of death.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good enough. Not perfect. Little drag on the side, but nothing to worry about. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna scooch over to the right. And then once I see the car coming and coming close to me, 1, 2, 3, crash. Uh-oh. And that gets me into Tetris faster. All right.
Very subtle.
All right, here we go. So this Tetris build is something I came up with. This wasn't copied by anybody.
You're gonna see Paul deliberately bypass the Tetris. Like right there, he could have got a Tetris. Everybody else in the world would have.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be bypassing a lot of Tetrises.
He skips it because the time it takes to drop the piece shortens if your playing field is higher. Ow. Get ready for some anxiety, folks.
Oh yeah, there'll be a little bit of it.
It's funny, but like the skill involved in these slow levels is mainly stopping at the exact right spot and pressing down, like the split second it takes to press down. Those split seconds add up, the extra pieces being put down, and
Okay, anxiety spot coming up.
burns.
Oh, okay, I feel better.
Wow.
Oh, I messed up. No. Like I said, really easy to miss drop. Okay, well, keep it going. Let's see what happens. Yeah, like I stated earlier, it is really, really easy to screw up block placements.
That was only a triple. Oh, you have to perfect Tetris to open up the well again, but he's just gonna build right here.
Oh.
I think Tetris players call this a pedestal when you deliberately bring the whole field higher on a mistake, deliberate or otherwise. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's okay. This we ain't hitting 5 million on this. Oh boy. We'll just do what we can, wait for time to run out, and hope for the best.
The lightning fast. At this point, Albert has no idea. The memorization's out the window, and he's just playing Tetris. It's actually not too terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that coincidentally, folks, this is Thor's winning score. He scored 2,000,009 twice in a row. First time to get the top 7, and then the second time to the first time to get to the top 2, where him and Rich played. It was the third man out, and then his winning score was 2,000,009 also.
Yeah. At one point, did Thor hit a 4 million during the event?
Yeah, Thor scored a 4 million, only player to do it in the final city.
Okay.
Which Tampa Bay is the city that Rich Ambler won his regional, and
right.
So I grew up wondering if he wouldn't have won that, it would have came in second. I probably wouldn't have beat Thor had that.
So I'm gonna
for a little context. There were only 5 players that could score 3 million, and Paul just almost scored 3 million. Huge mistakes. So you're going to see a far more refined game than what we used to play. Most of us didn't know the patterns. That was one thing. We had an idea that there were patterns. You need to go to the left in Rad Racer. We didn't really have it memorized, like people do nowadays.
But Rad Racer killed me. Yeah. Well, it's funny because if you play Rad Racer on this and then play Rad Racer on the actual cart, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, it's much more difficult.
Oh yeah, huge difference. I made that mistake some years back because I was like, yeah, I wonder if I could play Rad Racer. No. No, it was really bad.
Essentially, the skidding is just way faster.
So really yeah, you take a turn, you are zooming to the side. Where they, with this, they toned it down a lot.
A friend of mine just talked to Terry Lee Torok, who was the announcer and kind of the guy that put the NWC together and responding to the opponent. But he said that he had never even seen Rad Racer. He liked the name. And, in 1990, we're just getting out of the 80s. The word rad was just...
It was a thing. Yeah, it was a thing. I may have said it quite a bit during that time.
He said that he chose that game because he wanted the parents to get involved. I think he envisioned a lot more adults playing. Which they did play. There's a lot of parents that kids, but just thought, racing down in a Ferrari, it's a Ferrari, right?
I think so.
The game called Rad Racer was just amazing. And the funny thing was, at the same time Rad Racer was popular, there's an arcade game called Outrun, which was just incredible. Like a better version. Like a blonde girl in a convertible.
Mm-hmm.
Return to death.
Yep, I almost crashed too. All right, now we'll be okay. I had a really good Mario run, so yeah, it was much better than the last one. So,
the funny thing is, we as the top players at this game, I don't know if I consider myself top, but we concern ourselves so much with these like split-second advantages, and when it comes down to it, those advantages only matter if like you're about to get a Tetris at the very end. Otherwise, it's not like you're getting any points for that split second.
mm-hmm.
One interesting thing there, when Paul puts that highest long bar up, the dot, it should be 2 dots above the screen, and it just vanishes. It doesn't, it goes into his last block of 2 that can be used
Mm-hmm.
for Tetris. You need 40 blocks to make a Tetris. By 4. One of the most interesting styles I've ever seen in this game was young Chris Tang, who's a friend of mine who's in the SC Border Tetris movie. And he used to press down first and then adjust what he wanted the piece. It was very bizarre. It worked for him. Wow.
Okay, we're halfway there.
One of my mistakes when I play this is I naturally find places to tuck pieces. Is where you set something up with an overhang and then you slide a piece in at the last second. But when you're at this speed, unless you stop it perfectly, it just wastes time for you to wait for the piece to kind of drop down into the right spot. Tetris for Chris, that's right. The legend. Chris Tang won the Sega.
Oh no, I misdropped.
Okay.
Shoot.
Still get a great score. Tetris, nice.
Nope, I missed it. Oh, I was almost there too. Are the pieces RNG? No, they are not. No, they are not. This is all memorization. Oh man, bummer. Now so for those who are coming in just now, the only pieces that are different are the first 30 pieces, depending on my ending score on Super Mario Brothers. After 30 pieces, all the rest of the pieces are exactly the same, no matter the score. So that is a lot of muscle memory and a lot of sore thumbs. So, but yeah, no, the current world record was set by Rich Ambler at 5.15 million. Right now, I only have a recorded 5.11 million, and I was the first person to break that 5 million barrier. Then Rich came in with I think a 5.13, and then he raised it to a 5.15. Just 2 days ago, I found out that 5.21 was possible. So and that's what we're going for. Is this being played on a Mister? No, this is being played on my NES console with a EverDrive N8 Pro. So, you know, I think we've got time for one more run. And let's see, let's see if I can not butcher Tetris this time.
Yeah, well, I will say that even though he made a mistake, 3.3 million is pretty elite. I know it's nothing close to 5, but definitely would have been the best player in almost every state, that kind of score.
I missed the question block. Oh, we're losing time on this. I miscounted that coin block. There we go. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. A little slow, but hopefully I'll still have enough time to hit that 5.2. I'd like to point out how hard it is to be consistent at Tetris in this. It is very hard. I mess up so many times compared to actually succeeding in getting the scores that I'm hoping to achieve. It is ridiculously tough. Yeah, it's the same pieces regardless, but, you know, it's dash control, it's knowing where to stop, and being confident in pressing down. And I don't know if it happens for anybody else who plays this, but sometimes when I press down on my controller, nothing happens. So that loses a lot of time.
You just have one controller that you use?
Oh yeah. Dude, I can't begin to tell you how many controllers I've gone through because of this game and classic Tetris. I've gone through a ridiculous amount of controllers. So yeah, for those who also don't know, Robin and I have been a part of the Classic Tetris World Championship scene for the last, Robin's been in it for the last, 11, 12 years? Since its inception. And I've been doing it since 2016.
If anybody wants to watch the inception of it, it's in a documentary called Ecstasy of Order. You can go to ecstasyoforder.com, and I think we're on some streaming site now that has it for free.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hit 5.2 million, but we'll do my best to at least get 5 million out of this. Oh, see, I pressed down, nothing happened.
I'm not greedy, I just want to see a 4. I haven't seen a 4 in a long time.
Did I show you a 4 at Portland last month?
We were using those weird rules, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I had hit at least a 4 down there. Oh, great. Well, run's over.
Oh, shoot.
Run's over. Oh, mercy. Okay. I can't begin to tell you how many times I tapped left to get that line over. It was a large amount.
Look, you need a new controller.
No, it's actually not because of my controller. It's because of the game itself. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna play Tetris and see how it goes. 'Cause I'm not hitting 5 million on this, so. But maybe a 4. Maybe a 4 is doable.
Yes. When you play, do you usually use a timer you can see?
No, I don't.
That was one of my things. I had a little kitchen timer that I clicked onto my controller.
Yeah, no, I don't use timers. I just go off instinct. Probably not the best way to do things, but oh, I can get a dirty Tetris out of this. Come on. Oh. Ah, well, all right. Unfortunately, no 4 million. So,
pretty good. To fail and miss a drop like that, and then still pull out a couple 3-3s. That's impressive.
Yeah. So, and as I stated at the beginning of the section, it is so easy to screw up, and I think I've proven it many times. It's so easy to screw up on Mario. One crash can ruin your run on Rad Racer, and the slightest misdrop could be a big run ender, especially if you're going for like world record scores of upwards of 5 million or, you know, in the high 4 millions. You know, I strongly urge everyone to give this game a try. If you haven't, it is so much fun. I've spent years, literally years, playing this and trying to improve my scores. God, I think I've been playing this since 2009, and there was a point where I was stuck in the what was it, the mid 3 millions, because for a while my highest was only 3.6, and that's when you had met me, Robin. Was at that time my highest was only a 3.6 million, and but yeah, then I don't know what I did, but I just miraculously pulled out a 4 million and kept going higher and higher and higher. And then eventually broke 5 million for the first time. And that right there was unheard of, especially for participants of the 1990 event. And now we're still finding ways to increase the score, you know, like I did 2 days ago when, you know, my build, the highest I thought I would get was 5.14, and now I'm hitting 5.21. So there's ways to increase your score, and, you know, and we'll continue to find ways. So, but I think that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed some 1990 Nintendo World Championships, and to know that there's a lot more to this game than just playing 3 games and performing 3 tasks. There's a lot of things behind it, you know, as far as, you know, what pieces you get based off your Mario score and what your Rad Racer AI behavior is going to be depending on what level you end on Super Mario Brothers. You know, I'll be honest, I didn't know what to think about running this game during this event, but once I thought about it, it was like, you know, technically this is a speed run. So, and this really isn't showcased all that often, so why not? So, yeah, I think that is going to do it. Thank you all for coming in and watching me play 1990 Nintendo World Championships. I'm sorry I couldn't get the world record this time, but if you follow me on my Twitch channel at megaretroman, I'll be sure to do more runs and hopefully get that world record score. Robin, dude, like I said, I owe you big for this last minute edition. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And thank you for sharing your stories and your history behind the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, guys. Next up, we have the Disney Afternoon Duck Trilogy. That'll be fun to watch. And have a great day and take care. Stay tuned.